Year was good, everybody. Another week, another episode, another almost expected performance from Nycfc. Who would have thought? It's your boy, Yousef, with the homie Sanchez. Dave is doing, babe, doing, we'll call it, not Doobie Rocks, is, Doobie Pops.
Doobie Pops
Doobie Pops.
On the parental unit business end of things.
But shouts to Dave. It's how you been, man?
It is it's one of those things where NYCFC has been really hurting lately.
It's been
You know? At least I always say, like, if they're gonna be shit off the field and the FO stuff, at least be good on the field. But this is starting to get a little concerning. I want to get straight into this. Like, I want not really. But I went to a concert last week. Usher, great performance. Great performance. Went on for like forever. But
Donald Trump thinks that animals are being eaten up.
Yo,
that's the kind of world we live in. That's the week leading up to this performance.
Cats and dogs, more specifically, because we already eat cows and pigs, goats and fish,
pets,
and
all that extra. So
guinea pig, and
we went to his previous home, DC, and
if you were watching in Spanish, it was they kept saying King's Landing with the commentators, and it was genuinely bothering me.
Really?
That they were saying King's Landing here in King's Landing, the nation's capital. I'm like, go what?
On the English broadcast, it was we were getting all the score updates from the Miami game.
So were we.
Like all the fucking
so
time.
Were we.
Like we.
So was the Spanish broadcast. You know why? Because Messi's back. If you didn't notice.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, and you watch MLS or live under the rock, Messi has been back, and after our performance last night and the past couple months,
it's scary hour.
It's scary time. But first, we went to DC. Did you see the crowd? They showed a good shot.
Yo,
NYCFC posted a picture on social media about maybe 30 minutes before the game, and the section looked pretty full. I was like, oh, I was very genuinely impressed.
Nah, it looked like a good crowd. There was a who was I think
I had to work. That's why I didn't go. I know I was talking about going a few episodes back, but I got scheduled to work, and on the Biden's economy right now, like I'm gonna take these hours right now. Okay, Biden's economy is telling me, hey, how you doing?
I saw I think it was Mono that posted. He said how good it feels to celebrate a goal while you're away. Like
that is a feeling.
It's a great feeling. And so shouts to City Boys, Del Rail, Templado, anybody who made it out there. Y'all look good. Y'all sounded. I think y'all will definitely notice because the team definitely saw y'all from the field.
It was about 10 rows full of seats, and that was pretty cool.
They call it. I think the post on the Instagram was like "City on a Hill."
City on the Hill, like Capitol Hill type of thing.
Yeah, like but because you have to,
fucking King's Landing.
DC is
King's Landing.
DC
everybody.
is up there.
How you doing?
You get a nice little workout working up to the away section.
But, you really do. Yeah. Oh my God, that I don't miss. Walk up the staircase, and then God forbid you want to get a concession, and it's not what you want to get with popcorn and chicken tenders. You want to actually get different food, and you gotta go back downstairs.
Yeah.
No jodas, yo, that is a walk. But I always liked how they had they got pupusas.
They do. I mean,
not too far.
Come on, bro. You in DC.
But it's cool to see that in the stadium. I still don't believe NYCFC cares about the fans and that they're going to do any of that in our stadium. But it would be really cool to see something like that. Give us some hometown feel in the food area. You know, I don't want to see, respectfully to like, I don't want to name names, so I'm not going to like a local brewery be the only thing that's local about the
stadium,
the concessions and everything else.
Well, so
here's your chicken tender.
Get some bacon, egg, and cheese
and fries. Not just that, like have some Spanish food from like some like couple backgrounds in that American stadium.
Yo, some street Chinese food.
Or imagine like an actual taco stand, like an
From-
actual.
Think about it, we're so close to Flushing.
You said Chinese food?
Yeah, like
That
real.
wouldn't be like crazy, like like a really like high end General Tso chicken with some fried rice. No, think about it, because that's like an elegant meal. That's not like going crazy, like you know what I mean. Like, but if it would be hood if they have the wings, would be wild if they had the wings.
I like how I bring up like we could have some like actual Chinese food from the area, and you come in with the, you know what, some fries with the fucking chicken with the
the General Tso. That's a fancy meal. Yo, I went to a fancy ass Chinese restaurant. My boy took me to one time in Williamsburg, bro. And I was like, he's like, "Yo, let's go get some Chinese." I was like, "Cool." He's like, "I know a really cool spot." Just like that. And I'm like, "Yo, whatever." We get there. I'm like, "What the fuck is it?" Sit down. I was like, table service. And he's like, "Yeah, it's all of this. But the menu is just Chinese food. It's regular Chinese food. It's just like presented really nice." And I got a General Tso chicken, and he got the wings and everything. And it's like, it's really high end Chinese food. That's all it is. And I'm like, this is really cool, but I'd rather pay half the price and I'll take my MSG and my Deo grease for half the price, bro. A third of this price. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way in hell this General Tso should be fucking $24.99, $24.95 and shit. But no doubt, it tastes amazing. It's banging. Like, portion controls wild here.
Give me all that glaze with the with the shit that gets me addicted.
But have some of those stands. You know what I mean? Get some Chinese. You said Chinese food, right? Yeah. What else you man? Dogs and cats?
Yo.
Wild.
I don't have to bleep that. I don't even know.
Yo.
YouTube.
Listen. Don't even acknowledge it. Keep going.
Let's go back to this game. We're in DC.
Yo, DC.
DC is below us in the standings. They're
on a hot streak.
Benteke is approaching 20 goals. I think we kind of we didn't predict necessarily the craziest performance, but we said that this might have been like I think I said a 2-2. I might have I can't remember, but we weren't really looking forward to this match. This match felt like, honestly, it felt like exactly what I thought it might have been. One of those where it's just like, it's gonna trap you. It's gonna keep you by surprise. Like, well, we played a little bit to them, which is exactly kind of what ended up being the rest of the match.
DC is a boogeyman team out there for us. Us in DC. Remember that Wayne Rooney last game? We needed that win so fucking badly, and DC was already like relegated. There's no pro. They were relegated. Right? That's how bad they were, and they decided to fucking smoke us.
Not only smoke us, my man left.
Going to DC away is always skeptical. Even going up early, I was like, nah, man. Like, I don't care how good we look. Until the whistle's blown, we gotta play this game out.
So a big surprise coming that before the match even started, when the lineup was in. Matt Freeze starting. I threw
wild.
So
shout outs to Matt Freeze. Shout outs to Modern Medicine. Shout outs to the Magic Spray.
Whatever you put in this man, because
shout outs to Nick Cushion lying to us.
Pulling up to the week, I was gonna say that he was telling everybody it was a tear where it takes normally 3 weeks. He's on week 2. So you know, which is crazy because in my head I'm thinking, wouldn't that play to like Barraza's head? Like the kind of mind games of like,
no, because they probably know what the deal is though.
I know, but I'm just in real time. I'm just
Nick
like,
Cushion's probably like, nah, this is coach speak. Y'all know, you see him training already. So why are you surprised right now?
But because again, you would think, hey, maybe take it off a little week because we're coming into a week of games like after this where we really may need you to be on your A game. So I was genuinely surprised that he would start this match. I thought Barraza at least would get it just because he's getting minutes with the twos and has been in there. Mm-hmm. We put a poll out on Instagram. Yo, no one has confidence in this man whatsoever, at all. But he looked like he was fully rehabbed.
Yeah, he looked like he was like it was just like a 1 day setback.
Yeah, like he just like the PR team was like, let's make this look like even worse.
The mind games.
So
the mind games where
it doesn't mean shit. It's just like, yeah, he's super injured. I can't believe it. Oh no.
I kind of understand the mind games on the competitive aspect from the coach because Um, like you don't want to let the other team know that your starting goalkeeper's ready after him being subbed off in the middle of the match. Last time he saw him, I guess I understand that in a way, but MLS does have like this weird thing where they don't really tell you what the injuries are.
They tell you
Like very minimum, and I don't even think they're like really obligated to tell you if they're injured or not.
it's just they don't really tell they snake around it. They'll tell you you're injured for in like an indefinite time. Okay, that means that it's a serious injury. It's like you got to read into their code.
Yeah, you got to do your own research.
Yeah.
How long that would take, and then have three numbers. The one that tells you a less number and a higher number,
There you go.
and then you'll know when one of the three. You'll be 1 for 3.
Nah, but you want to take us through the lineup now that we hit into the Matt Freeze. So Matt Freeze is in goal, and then I think this is essentially what our main lineup would look like.
Kevin O'Toole in left back.
I think was
Tana Slevic coming in as a late
so that's another
really
one.
late lineup change for
Burke
Burke
Risa,
Risa,
who is looking like Mr. Glass right now.
Thiago Martins, Tavon Gray. We got Kean Parks and James Sands, Santi Rodriguez, Maxi Morales, Hannes Wolf, and Alonso Martinez, Mr. Man on Fire,
Yes,
in forward.
coming in hot from his getting a cap for Costa Rica, and according to Nick Cushing, he was like, I was looking at him very, very close. I think this is a lineup that should have easily beat this DC, especially after watching them play for the first 20 minutes. Yo, first half, we put it on these people. Like we honestly, like this is not a. I don't know if people are like, I don't really have a hot take for the first half because except for finish your breakfast, because that's at this point we can't keep going with the same sound bites. I think I retweeted somebody, I think it was either Blue Balls or Husband or Blues, where they said we got to keep finishing our chances. Like, how many times is Nick Cushing gonna keep saying the same thing?
Yeah.
Like, if you're seeing that there's one glaring issue with your play, address it at this point because it's getting old. And that first half it was a solid first half. We were killing them up with Tavon. Tavon was like, the whole offense was pretty much his side.
I really like the intensity of both teams play in the first half because it felt like a big game for both teams.
Yeah,
like the intensity of the teams playing, like it was like all right, this is a decent, like everybody's up for it.
Yeah, you're in the dog days now.
Yeah, like we're towards the end, you know.
Like it, but I love that was the response from the team because it looked like, okay, cool. First half, we're in it. Alonso, he's a stud. Like he is. I don't know what it's gonna take. Maybe because his shots, even though they look really nice, some of them did go wide. Like they were just
yeah.
Like it wasn't like they were always on target. But what do you think in that link up? Because I think he's definitely solidified. Sands was feeding him great. Like a lot of stuff was positive in that first half, guys. Like I don't think
didn't Tavon have a really good pass to him too a couple times?
Their link up.
They have like this moment where Tavon knows where he's gonna cut, so he puts it into like a space perfectly timed, and everything is they're getting really good at that. I bet they practice that. To be honest,
because my thing here is, which I wanted to ask you is, where because we don't have that many games left. How long is it gonna take for Alonso to get into a rhythm of kind of like those chances that you're gonna find yourself in now, just getting them at least on frame?
I think he's there. I think he's there already because you gotta look at it. He's scoring goals as still almost every other game in the past few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's not scoring. He's actually leveled up in the past 2 months. So I think he's entering that phase of what you're asking of him being top goal scorer. He has to get the ball to him more and better positioning.
So is it an answer of not having like Santi may be a little bit off of his game every so often because he seems to like disappear
Yeah.
a little bit when it comes to like the management of the match whenever he wants to float. So who's gonna be the main feeder then if it's not Maxi at this point, if you're having both of them on the field? Because it's cool that Tavon and him have a connection, and Sands when he's on he can put a ball in. But if it's not Maxi directing it, no one's really feeding him balls that he can at least maybe like get one touch out of the way. Like there were a lot of like little tiki-taka moments in the first half that looked like super pretty, but then you have people like Hannes Wolf who is fucking up his chances that he should be taking.
Those are the ones you need. We need more of. We need more goal scorers outside of Alonso Martinez.
Because that I feel like if that happens, that allows the defense to like stop focusing on him. And this sounds super simple, but if Hannes Wolf and whoever and Santi really, because he's the one playing that's the left at this point.
Mm-hmm.
If they can just get going from the wings like that and allow him to just be one-on-one with a defender, Alonso, bro, that necessarily right there can unlock it. But I think we're not getting any real productivity coming down from the wings like that. Like on goal side, I think we could put a cross in. Like Hannes will put a cross in really nice. He'll bring defenders in and be able to have a link-up play. But you don't see a goal threat from the wings right now.
It's because I think it's because our wing backs are not really going all the way full. They are going for. I feel like Tavon Gray. I think Kevin O'Toole they go pretty high up. Maybe it's because they cut inwards a lot. I don't know. I feel like we get enough wing play.
No, we get the play develops. Like our game gets developed through the wing. But I'm talking about the goal production from our wingers, like in order to alleviate necessarily like the need for Alonso to score. Like if Alonso's not scoring, we're not winning, right? Mm-hmm. In order to alleviate that, we need more goals out of open play from the wings. Like for instance, like Alonso had great touch in order to he got kind of like a bad ball in. He had a great touch to kind of save it on the touchline, backheeled it over to Hannes. Hannes couldn't get to it, but it was always like he was never gonna even be able to because he just wasn't reading him. Like
he didn't make the run he expected him to make.
So then and often he's getting the ball and whatever he takes a shot, it's not really necessarily like a high percentage shot. He's shooting into traffic. He's shooting right into somebody's body. It's like they're shooting and just like, I need to get a shot off just to get a shot off. Like if first couple of minutes just to get maybe the rust out.
Yeah, but to get the kinks out, feel out the field, feel out the ball, feel out the stadium, the spacing, the timing, he's doing the depth perceptions.
But you're doing that in like the 40th minute.
You're supposed to do that in freaking warm-ups, buddy. Yeah. Honestly.
So that's the only thing that like right now from that, at least that first half main part, that was really my only criticism of it all because again, we looked as dominant as we could have looked the entire year. Our midfield was we were playing, for lack of a better term, we were playing pretty football in that first half. Yeah, like we were dominating possession, we were dominating our passing, our shots, like everything was looking. And I felt very confident when we went up. So we went up 1-0 on a penalty. Did you think the penalty was well deserved? Even in the penalty, it was a lot of like.
Well, before the penalty, I want to get into something. Before the penalty, there was a couple, I don't want to say questionable non-calls, but there was moments where it's like, did he? You had to wait to the replay to really see if there was contact or not. But the players no-sold contact, so I was like, maybe it wasn't foul. But it was kind of the ref really had to be at the top of his game.
Which he wasn't,
because there was a lot of the game was very chippy in a sense,
Yeah, unfortunately, on that topic, I don't think the ref was on top of his game. I think on both sides, I think the ref was. I don't know. I don't want to say that he had it like, super like it slipped out like from his control, but for some reason he was just allowing like little moments of sort of like. He was also like questioning his own calls, and it's like it just translated to the field of Just like, why is the flag not being put up
Well,
on time?
that's been the
or
theme.
why are you not blowing the whistle when there's a clear foul that's happening, and then you wait later on, like, or no advantage was being played, and when it should have been a clear advantage.
That's a theme lately, especially around the league with referees being called out by head coaches. I think it was Caleb Porter, New England was one of them. Wilfred Nancy and
Columbus.
I feel like there was another coach.
No, not Caleb Porter. This dude, Phil Neville.
No, Caleb Porter is in New England.
I think he said in Portland. But Phil Neville also.
Phil Neville also in Portland.
Yeah, he tried to do it in a way where he doesn't get fined.
Yeah,
but we need to be able to, because games like this,
the refs suck, man.
Where they like, I understand that we're not, there's no relegation, but fighting for a playoff matters in this league. Like, you want to be in the playoff, as controversial as those 8 and 9 spots are for a fan base or for fans. Sorry, you want to play, you want to be there in October, so you fight for. And these are the matches right now where, you're gonna go down the line and we're like, yo, where did you drop points in a lot of matches? We were talking about statistics, for the matches. One of the stats was like, I think the last 7 matches we were up going into the half, or we drew or dropped points from a winning position. It's like, it's sad that keeps happening, and that's the same story that happened here. We go into the half 1-0.
Well, the penalty. Let's get real quick. Santi Rodriguez had the privilege and the honor to take the penalty kick, which he decided to do a Panenka, which I am not a big fan of the Panenkas. I'm not against the Panenkas, but I'm not
if you get it wrong,
if you get it wrong, you suck. It sucks.
It's deflating as fuck.
But this is the thing. Even the ones that go in, not all of them are good. Yesterday's was not a good Panenka. It was very low. So if the keeper would have hesitated a little bit, he could have gotten to it with like his leg kicking up. Like, it was low. It was a low kick.
Yeah, I have a thing with a Panenka. I equate it to like the baseball's knuckleball, kind of.
Yeah, okay.
So for me, it's like, it shouldn't really have a lot of rotation. And that one I saw when watching the replays and watching the game over, where it had a lot of rotation. Like, he kind of he really just chipped it instead of kind of lobbing the ball into the net. Because like the Panenkas I've seen, like, when it's not done nicely, you see the ball barely move.
Like, you could count the revolution.
Yeah. So cheeky on his part, very cheeky.
Cheeky, yeah?
Cheeky, mate.
Cheeky, that's how you feel? That's the word you're feeling? Cheeky?
Cheeky, mate.
I don't got nothing for cheeky, bro.
I'm with you there, but maybe not as much as we're like,
That's all I got for cheeky.
where I don't like him, but I'll say, like, if you're in the right position, it's cool. But when you're in like hey, we need to win this, just bury the fuck out of that penalty kick.
Yeah.
Make sure that you leave here with some points, because right now it was what, I think it was in the 20-something minute that we got the penalty, and right now our scoring chances, of opportunities that we're having, we're not burying them.
30 second, pal.
Like, we need all points we have, so we go up 1-0 into the half, and I don't know what the halftime talk sounded like, but it must have been, hold on for dear life, guys. This may get rocky. Because for some reason we go into the second half.
No, not really, because in the first minute of the second half was that offside play, Alonso Martinez goal called off for an offside position. That was in the first or second minute of the half.
Bro, but they, as a whole, I'm just talking about generalizing right now the second half. They held down at 1-0 like if they were playing for a draw.
Hunker down, some might say.
So
they hunkered down there, buddy.
Which is becoming, I feel like that is straight up Cushing's MO.
Protect the 1-0?
It's literally protect the 1-0.
Unacceptable if that's the case. This guy, man. Yo, it's remember I said about the playoffs being questionable and like, should the banners come back?
Yeah.
The cushion out stuff. We got a couple home games coming up. And then a derby match away where we could be very, very, very vocal, and we know they'll hear us.
Yeah.
If we're vocal. Those, I think by the time we get to Rebel Away, which would be 3 matches from now, because 2 this week and that one, I think it's gonna be a serious showing of cushion out moments, because we did the math. We've only won 1 in the last 13 matches, including Leagues Cup in regulation time.
Like that's how
1 in 13. So here we are in the second 1 in 13, bro.
Within 90 minutes.
Our last 7 MLS matches are winless. So
that's so concerning, because just because of we know how we even got there. Like it's not like we got destroyed. It's just the little things that we should have been doing, we don't do, and this dude is not correcting them.
And so 1-0, I really don't feel that comfortable with that,
bro. But
because I know how this team has been playing, and I've been paying attention, and you know what? Apple TV, they did a good job reminding us about it every fucking few minutes, in multiple languages. So the 1-0, I was concerned. I was like, this game is not over. There's a lot of time left. And then what time in the 67th minute they scored? So they had a penalty kick.
Yeah, which was the call. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm starting to have this theory of, like, you know, my little tinfoil moments, where what did I said in the chat? I was like, Bakra better not see shouts to the train that's passing by.
Shouts to the train. That train is like,
that is
kind of deep from here.
That's a chewing.
That means it's like quiet outside.
I said Bakra better not see a minute of this match. And then he gets in
the 62nd minute,
and then,
which to me felt wild early
as fuck. Why are you coming in?
Oh, Alonso Martinez had international duty.
So fucking what? This is do or time. You play him till he dies right now. Like all these players, the starter players, better fucking. Every game counts right now. We cannot be dropping points in the last 6-7 games of the season willy nilly here, and we just keep dropping position on the table to the point where it starts to become questions will be asked. Like,
but you said something about early in the game in the group chat. You say you hope to never see Bakra.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Game,
like,
after the 1-0, after we were winning 1-0,
Bakra better not see a minute, and then he comes in, and then
5 minutes later
we give up a fucking penalty.
Correct call, I believe.
Yeah, it's
correct call.
It's these moments. These are the moments that bring the frustration out, because again, I can't say really a lot to almost anything bad really about that first half, except for like just the lyric. You gotta finish your breakfast. If you're in front of goal and you're shooting, you gotta hit them. But the second half is just the lapse, the Sands. Why are you going into that kind of that foul like that? Tavon's literally next to you. You can like you can breathe. Like Tavon can breathe down your neck. You know he's there to cover you. Why are you scissoring this man's legs?
Hey yo, what the fuck?
My bad. Like Katy Perry out here in the VMAs just.
Oh damn!
Yo, yeah, she did. I scissored a dancer or one of her the person that was performing with her. They dead ass scissored on TV, bro. Yo, hold up.
Shout out to cable television.
How far down has MTV and the VMAs gotten?
Not that far, because they've been doing stuff like that since the 80s.
No, bro, hear me out.
On the VMAs?
See, now you jumped the shark. That's not where I was going.
Okay.
The VMAs is a huge show in the world of music and shit. You always had it at either it was MSG, you had it at
Radio City,
like big venue. UBS, bro.
Big venue.
But it's like
UBS be hoeing out there, bro. UBS Arena,
like
let anybody perform there. I saw Cat Williams. I was driving on the highway. I saw Cat Williams had a sign that he was performing. I'm like, Cat Williams can fill up the arena?
He does arenas. A performance and stuff is fine, but like VMAs is like a glam award show. Like,
you ever been to UBS Arena? That is a luxurious arena.
Yes, I've been to UBS. The red carpet set up literally in the parking lot. It's just the parking lot.
Hood.
I don't know, but I just maybe that's a little quick bit. But yeah, we gave up that penalty, bro. And then who else is gonna go and take it? It's the fucking. I think where's he at right now? 20 goals, 19 goals for the season. Christian Benteke, who is not gonna Panenka this shit, drills it like hard body karate, drills it, and 1-0.
1-1.
1-1.
At that moment in time,
I thought he was gonna do his fucking LeBron celebration, but he didn't do it.
I felt that this moment in time, there was still 20 something minutes after the match. I was like, you know what, guys? It's over.
So nothing's happening.
This is 1-1 written all over it. That's it. It's done.
Bro, look at the I just want to show you this real quick. Look at the momentum of DC in the second half compared to us. Like, so
You gonna put this on the screen for the peoples?
yeah, I'll find it and put it up there. Like, if you see these charts, like,
we didn't even
apps,
we didn't even want the ball.
like, yeah, you legit don't play.
Yeah.
We pretty much gave up possession in the second half. DC in the first half almost one thing
They said
because they Martins and I can never pronounce. I'm not gonna ever pronounce his name. Tana
Slevich.
Well, he made a couple errors. Like he was getting carded, or threatened. I think he did get carded, but he was getting threats in the first half. They were holding down Benteke in that first half.
Nah, he didn't get carded. He got away with it.
He got away, but he was getting whistled. But would you say for the most part they were holding down Benteke in that first half?
I felt like Benteke was getting double teamed at times.
Yeah,
many times.
He couldn't get found. It was
especially as in the box.
And then what happened in the second half, where that all changed because they found themselves in the second half, bro. They were attacking, like a better team probably puts another goal on us, and that's
we've been getting away with that often. But now it's time for Murderer's Row of ball. Like, we've been getting away with that often.
We have 6 games left.
This whole summer we've been playing teams where we thought and people would have thought that we should be getting some victories here and there. And like we said, we've gone 7 MLS matches without a win, which is kind of rough at this point of the year. But now the match ends 1-1. It is what it is, right? We got Philly on Wednesday.
Bro, I want to read this quote to you from Nick Cushing.
The coach, Nick Cushing, soon to be hopefully of wishes Santa Claus, please. Former coach.
So he goes, the mentality of our team, the hunger and desire of our team is definitely feels like 2 points dropped. So we want to win and solidify our league position. We want to continue to show improvement like we have all year. We play really well in the first half, so it does feel like 2 points dropped, but we got to be realistic. It's difficult to come to a place like DC.
Shut up.
I need to understand.
So this is
everywhere. Then it's difficult to go in because this is how we play everywhere.
So it's a mentality thing. He's saying the mentality thing dropped 2 points. Okay, that starts from the coaching. The coaching has to like motivate these things. But it's not only on the coach. The coach is also responsible for the tactics in the game to switch up, to spice things up. Yeah. When you make subs, you're supposed to spruce it up a bit. Unfortunately, I don't think we have much of a bench to spice things up, to make a spark. Andres Perea came back. Okay, great. Good job. McFarland. That's really good news. McFarland came in. But it is on the players a bit where they have to be up for it. You know, they have to be like willing to give it their all to get this win that they desperately need, because if you don't get this win and other results start going the other way, you start dropping dramatically down the table, which you're now in 6th place.
Yeah. Blue Balls had a great tweet where they're like, these are the kind of matches that, or we're in a time of the year where we start looking at Rebel results to make sure that these results don't feel as bad.
I read that on Twitter, and you know what I did? I switched over to the Rebel match. Yeah. And you know what happened? They lost late in the game. Chicago came out and
2-1.
2-1.
Doing the Lord's work.
But now we're in 6th place with 40 points. You know, we got Charlotte is right behind us in 7th with 38 points. Then you have Toronto 36 and DC in 33. Listen, 33 to 40 points, 7 points, man. 6 games left. You know what? We're not safe.
Yeah.
We're not safe yet. We are still about 2 to 3 games away for that gap to be unsafe. We are not that safe yet. And with the matches we have a Philadelphia team coming in who's kind of like a seesaw team. Like they're like a good sparring partner for some of these teams, and then they wind up just getting beat. They scored in like 30 seconds against Miami yesterday to start the match.
They've had an interesting season, to say the least. It's definitely not been their best showing by any means, especially the last couple of years with Jim Curtin. But you know how it is with us. They're a team that gets up for us. They consider us to be a rival. They get the hoorah talk before playing here.
They get the what talk?
The hoorah, hoorah. We never, even in baseball, we never had one of those. We had like a very Dominican.
What the hell?
You ever like before baseball and you just have your build up
What before baseball?
It's like a pep talk, but it's not really a pep talk. It's just kind of like you just get hyped for the game.
What game?
I'm just saying. When I played baseball, we didn't.
You played baseball?
Yes, I played baseball in high school. Yeah, look me up. Stats don't lie. I wasn't good. You're in full disbelief that I didn't.
I didn't say nothing.
Exactly.
I didn't say nothing. I'm just adjusting my cap.
Shouts to graphics, the graphics devils. Oh,
I'm just adjusting my cap. It's no big deal.
But I'm saying Philly is one of those teams where we might lose. Like they can put it on us if they wanted to, and then you got Miami right after that. Like, bro, like
so hear me out real quick. No, let's not jump the gun. I want to talk about Philly for a second. Philly, first off, fuck Philly. Second off, Yankee Stadium. We're back in Yankee Stadium. Which is always been a positive place for us. We've always said Yankee Stadium is better than Citi Field for results on the field wise, right? Safe, yeah, cool.
Overall, yes, but this season they've been
no. I'll still give it because we've had very positive results at Yankee Stadium this year. Mm-hmm. Philadelphia on a Wednesday night. This is the type of game where if we win, it's going to have us believing because it's so deceiving playing at Yankee Stadium with all the other factors playing at home, the home fans, the crowd, sports section, the bleachers going crazy, everything. Hopefully the weather's beautiful. It's going to be a nice fucking early fall evening. But and it's going to have us believing. It's going to have us believing, right? That 3 days later, Miami comes to town at a 2:00 game, daylight game. The sun, it could be like those false summers, false fall things.
You think so?
We don't, and then if we lose to Miami, it crushes us even harder. That's the thing where I'm getting at. The emotional damage a win against Philadelphia at home will do to us if we were to win against Philadelphia and then lose against Miami. Emotional damage will be fucking powerful. Impactful damage right there, bro.
I think if we come out of this next two matches,
because I think we're gonna beat Philadelphia.
You think we'll beat Philly?
Yeah, we're gonna beat Philadelphia. I'm gonna go out of my mind and say something like, you know what, 3-1. I'm throwing it out there. 3-1 Philadelphia. We're gonna get a get right game at Yankee Stadium. We'll have someone random score like Julian Fernandez or something get in the game and score a goal. This is gonna be a get right game.
He didn't come in, right?
No,
Yes, you see now. It was Trapito actually.
Agustino Ojeda. So that's my prediction for the Philly. We're gonna win 3-1. Because Yankee Stadium, the fans,
just because of Yankee Stadium,
the home crowd. They're the familiarity, the timing, the depth possession, the negative stuff that the other team has to be faced with. Second base.
I want to be positive, but I think I just don't think we right now as a team, doesn't matter where we play, we can't close out a match. We just can't close it out. We can't. Whatever is happening post 60 minutes is some of the scariest times for NYCFC
So
fans.
for my prediction to become truthful, to become a fact, I'm thinking you're saying we need to have a big lead.
It needs to be like 3-0
leading late
in the 65th minute for even to feel like maybe
2-0. No.
Nah, I don't ever trust a 2-0. It's happened already. We're 2-0. We come back and fucking get demolished.
by Cincinnati 4-2
Like,
for those keeping count.
so, I'm like I said, I'm hoping, but I think my logical brain is going into we're gonna come out guns blazing, for some reason tire out, and then
Tire out.
yeah, like it's gonna be 1-1. I feel like for me.
Oh no, that's catastrophic.
It's just
That's
again,
gonna make me want to go home so fast after the game. It's not even funny. I'm gonna be like, yo guys, vaya con Dios. Peace.
because there's no way you could rest. Like we don't have the depth to rest players right now. So you still have Max playing. Again, Maxi playing 90 minutes. Santi playing 90 minutes. Freeze coming out of injury, playing on short rest essentially.
Tavon Gray.
Injured a couple times. Like we're getting to that space now where it's like the season's grinded on your body, and we got players that are like, yo, you're squeezing the short rest,
It's crunch time.
and you got
And we're going up against for the first time, live in New York for the first time, Lionel Andres Messi is coming to town. We enter Miami Saturday 2:00. If you're gonna sell your tickets, congratulations if you're able to, because boy oh boy, them tickets are expensive. My dad was like, yo, see if you get me a ticket, I'll pay up to like $70. I'm like, so you staying home?
my sister said, I want tickets for to take my nephew and his cousin, and I was like, what's the most that you're willing to pay? And she's like, $150. I'm like, per? She's like, yeah, sure. Like you may squeeze into like the boonies, and that's on the day of
Upper deck.
and that's maybe.
That's a big maybe right now.
So
But Leo Messi, who's just his first game back last night against Philadelphia Union, how he scored 2 goals in like
he won that game for them, man.
20-something minutes.
He won that game.
Disgusting. Disgusting. He's back, and it's scary hours now because they might break the points record for MLS this year.
Yeah. I'm gonna be on. I'm not a. We're heading into the end of September. I am completely, even with the struggles in the beginning of the year, I am not happy with where we're at right now. Even with the development or improvements in the team, like on the. Oh, excuse me.
Gazunte.
Gracias. Even admittedly, like if we are at a better place than we were in the beginning of the season, where we're at right now, just it's a place that it doesn't give you any hope for you to squeeze out a result. And against teams like all our rivals, like our East Coast rivals, who know how to grind out results, we have to be able to do that. And right now, we can't do that. I can't see us going against Miami on Saturday and looking like anything that will get 3 points out of that.
That game is like a real. It has the potential on a bad day to get really, really ugly for us, like concerning ugly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the type to be like, all right, guys, pack it up, it's over.
Dude, like you're talking
Like
about
demoralizing. We might still be in the playoff hunt or whatever, but like such a demoralizing loss that late in this late in the season will be gut wrenching, bro.
And then from there to go into a derby right after that, like it's for again a team that's literally within your reach for the playoff race. Like these are the type of matches where you need like that dog mentality. You need to be able to just put your F50s, because this team, I don't know what's going on with Adidas and this team right now. Put your 10 toes down and literally just hold on. Like you need to be able to scrap for points. And you're not, and we're not scrapping for points right now. Like we're not trying to put in the work that, like as a fighting team, it's almost like the team operates on a.
We literally have to play that Miami game like it is the MLS Cup final. We have to not allow the Miami show to take over Yankee Stadium. They're gonna take over in the stands, I believe.
Yeah,
you know, at least I definitely like. Yeah, you know, definitely the upper deck. 100% the upper deck is gonna be pink. The first couple levels, it will be very mixed. Also, for those of us who don't go to Rebel Arena games, the Miami game will be the last game of the season at Yankee Stadium. Because I believe, and the numbers say, that the Mets and the Yankees will go into the playoffs.
Yeah.
So for at minimum, that first round playoff game or games, depending on the seeding, will be at Rebel Arena.
I mean,
For the first time, I believe, ever in our history, we're going to be playing playoff games
at
and
Rebel Arena.
Rebel Arena. The playoffs.
It's look, at this point,
That is bananas.
it's
Bro.
what's gonna
That's
happen.
scary hours.
It's what's
bro.
gonna happen.
That's scary hours in the sense of like, damn, like, God, we can't. That stadium can't come soon enough,
Yep.
bro. Like, whew.
So it's a tough week coming up for the team.
We would be playing Columbus in the first round as of now.
Yeah.
So, good season, boys.
Good season.
Good season, boys.
I think, that's where I'm at with this week. It's this performance left me. By the end of it, by the beginning of it, I was like kind of hopeful, and by the end of it, I was like, same old fucking story. And the more, it's just more of my. I'm putting more evidence into my folder for cushing out than I was before, and it's not because of performance. It's just in the way he seems to be like handling just the lack of ability to finish a match, like the way he goes about it. Just is like, how do I listen to you as a coach and feel inspired to finish a match when you're talking about nonsense half the time.
The coaching change or lack of change at the end of the season is going to be real vocal about how the team really the front office really perceives this team in the direction they're trying to go. If they're trying to win, or they're trying to just make it to 2027 and then go all in there, which I said was going to be the case a year ago or 2 years ago. I said that I'm a fucking brujo, bro. Like, I be saying shit because, I see, what I mean? I got that Umbrella Academy shit. All right.
Nah, I just
We're going to win or lose against Miami.
Not if we play any half like we played this.
So what's the prediction? Miami, Yankee Stadium, El Yankee, Breakfast Stellas.
Oh my God, bro!
Breakfast Stellas, La Doña.
You wanna,
Breakfast Stellas.
You want
Bodega vibes. Yo, that march. No, I understand the Wednesday march might be questionable because of the weeknight, and it should still happen. To be fair, but Saturday march before Miami, the biggest stage we could be on worldwide. I want the fans to show up, and you know what? I saw it on the interwebs about the not wearing the badges and stuff like that, just to be a short sign of protest.
Yeah.
Do it. But whatever it is, that march has to be fucking full. It's gonna be a day game march, an early march. Your breakfast Stellas, bacon, egg, and cheese, all that good stuff, empanadas at the bodega. Boom. And then we're gonna win or lose, Yousef. Come on, Yousef. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Be true to yourself, though. Be true to yourself.
Dude. I'm too realist. I don't think we'd come out of that with a win. I like to be wrong.
What is your score prediction if we lose?
I'll say 3-1.
3-1.
3-1, and it's because we score after on some random shit.
I'm gonna say 2-2 tie. We come back and tie it at the end. The crowd goes crazy. We spoil Messi's name. This becomes another step in the rivalry that's becoming the on the field rivalry. New York City versus New York City Junior Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I'm going 2-2.
I hope that I'm wrong.
Do you think you predicted 1 goal? I predicted 2 goals. 3 goals. I predicted 2 goals. That's 5 predicted goals from the Miami side. Do you think Messi scores 1?
Of course.
He scores 1
in a short pitch like ours, where my man
he's shooting from the logo.
He's like, oh, what is this?
He's shooting from midfield.
Yeah.
I think he scores as well. The crowd goes nuts. I'm gonna be pretty cool. I hate that, but I'm actively rooting against Messi, and I hope to see everybody in the supporter section actively
for 90
rooting
minutes.
against Messi.
There's no Messi fans.
None of this wearing pink shit into the bleachers. Respect yourselves. Respect yourselves as a fan base, and don't allow other fans coming into the supporter section. It's called the supporter section for a reason. All right, guys. have some little respect.
Yeah.
All right, and let's go out there, and you know what? Let's have fun at least. Both games. We haven't been Yankee Stadium in a while. And we have back-to-back games at Yankee Stadium. Our last 2 games in the New York City area.
For the year.
For the regular season at minimum. Let's go have some fun. I'm looking forward to both of these games. Really, looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. And on that note, like, subscribe, or share this shit. Thanks everybody for all the support as always.
You know what? I fucking love you guys.
Same. Peace.